titles. Hey, everybody.
Okay.
This is Noreen Jackson with Black Biz Review. And today I have Trisha Mann-Grant and her lovely husband, Tony Grant, with me today. And guys, I'm so happy to have you. Trisha is she used to be an Ebony Jet model. I remember those days. And she is also an author of amazing testimonies. Am I right? Did I get it right?
Exactly.
Yes,
Yes,
right.
amazing testimony.
And Tony is an actor. He's a producer, a singer, a writer. He's some of everything. He used to be a member of the group As Yet, and he just, these two people, this family, this husband and wife duo are just an amazing team. And I once again thank you for having. Thank you for being on my show. And I just have so many questions for you guys, but I'll minimize it to like.
Well, we always like to personally introduce ourselves. My name is Tony Grant.
And I am Trisha Mann-Grant.
And we are
the Grants.
All right. Yeah,
and it's a pleasure to be on your show.
Wait a minute. Y'all had me do all that when all I had to
do.
Yeah. We just wanted to see it, girl. We just want to see you do your thing.
Yeah.
That's all.
And you did good.
You did that.
Thank you for making me work.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
One thing that I know about you guys is that you are very family oriented. You are a team. You are a mother and father, a husband and wife, and you're passionate about what you do as far as your careers. How do you put all that together? How do you stay sane?
I love it, baby. I'll let you.
Oh, you want me to answer that one? Oh, well.
Yes.
You know what? I stay sane. I stay sane first of all because, we both. I'm not to say both of us. We put God first, and we understand that family is after God, and that careers come third. And a career is a gift and a talent. The family is a blessing. Yeah. So I'm totally committed to that. Totally locked into that first.
Yeah.
Before anything, and when that last curtain closes, what do you have?
That's right.
So I always keep that in mind, when I'm out on the road and I'm working, and there are things that are coming my way, like in bulk. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of this back to back to back to back, and then sometimes I just have to turn some things down and say, you know what, I need to go home. I need to go see about my family, see my wife, and if this is meant to be, then it'll be here when I come back.
That's awesome, because a lot of people make their careers first and they sort of kind of fit the family in there somewhere. And so that's great. And that's how success is born.
Correct.
So congratulations on that. So now I want to know how you guys met.
Oh,
it was one stormy night.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. It's funny because he reminded me in 2009 when we worked together on a show called The Cleanup Woman. He reminded me that we met in 2000. His friend, he said, don't you remember when my boy Clyde Jones, Clyde's in Ray, in the movie Ray, as the preacher with all the money and stuff around. And so Clyde came to pick me up to take me to a script reading. And Tony said he was in the car. I remembered vaguely someone was in the car. But what was
I saw her walking towards the car, and I was like, "Who is that?" He's like, "Oh, that's just Trisha Mann." I was like, "What? Just Trisha Mann? Oh my God!" I was like, "She is gorgeous, man." He's like, "That's just Trisha." Right. So I got out and I opened the door for her, and I got in the back seat, and I looked at the back of her head the whole ride. And
you didn't say
that was when I met her. No, I couldn't. I was terrified. I was terrified at the time. I didn't have much confidence as far as my game, wasn't that type.
Oh my God. So we would run into each other from time to time. But honestly, I just didn't. He had to remind me of all these things. Then we went our separate ways, got into relationships. He ended up getting married, and to someone else, and then they came to a horse race. And then they came to a couple of shows and things like that. So
and I saw her then, and then later on, I was invited to do the play called The Cleanup Woman, and I was understudying, which no, that wasn't a good thing. I didn't think it was anyway, but it was for a dear friend of mine, the late Holly Woodson. So I did it, and I saw her again, and it's so funny because I was standing in the middle of the theater, and she walked down the aisle, and the first thing that came to my head was, "That's that woman."
Yeah, we crossed paths throughout the years and just didn't realize it.
I saw the back of her head, like in the car, And I said, that's that woman. I was like, oh my God, that's her. That's her. And then she
So
turned
you
around,
knew her by
it
the
is
back
her.
of her head.
By the back of her head. Yes.
You know, I
Wow.
got one of them backs of the heads
Yeah.
that's kind of, you know,
And she got a dome.
It's
No, I'm
fish.
just, you know.
Dome, boom. Yes.
All right, I'll take that, sis. I'll take that. It's cute.
So yeah, I did. I
She
saw
had too
her
much
do
hair
that.
back there to have a dome.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But there was some familiar. It was something familiar about her
Mm-hmm.
that really I felt that connection.
Wow.
Of course, I was getting turned in every which direction. Man, you don't want to go there. Stay away from her, man. No. Well, talk to me. Let me take you out. No, like crazy stuff. I was set. I was set on her. Though.
They tried desperately to keep us apart, and that didn't quite
Didn't
work, as you can see. We're coming up on 6 years on June 21st.
I was just about to ask that question. Congratulations.
Yeah.
that's really great.
Thank
6
you.
years. That's awesome.
Hey, it is.
Well,
It
okay,
is.
well, good. I'm not one of those scandal people, so I can't ask personal questions because I'm not, one of those. So I'm just gonna go straight into your careers now. Careers.
Okay.
So, let's talk Tony. Let's talk a little bit about just a little bit about when you started with As Yet. What happened? Why did you leave As Yet?
Well, I got with As Yet in 96, 97. I took Mark Nelson's place, who was one of the lead singers at the time. And I took his spot, and I was able to travel the world a couple of times and do some award shows and all that good stuff. But LaFace Records was going down. It was actually going belly up. And I got wind of it through my attorney, who at the time, he grew up with LaFace, with Babyface and L.A. Reid in Indianapolis. And he told me. So when I told the group, they decided to continue because obviously they didn't believe that it was going to happen. And I said, well, the difference between me and them is they were under contract. I wasn't. Gotcha. So I have freedom to do whatever I wanted to. And I just made the decision. I said, well, look, y'all, I'm with you guys, but if that's what you want to do, I can't be shelved. I'm not going to get locked up into a contract situation. Mm-hmm. Well, they renewed their contract with LaFace. I didn't sign it. So there when the situation went belly up, LaFace got, they went down and they got shelved. Wow. And a couple guys are still together now. And my set of As Yet is working.
Okay, well, cool. All right. So then the next question I had for you is this Tyler Perry. Were you in any of Tyler Perry's shows, Trisha?
Yes, actually, I did an episode of Love Thy Neighbor opposite Tony's character, Philip, which they also called him Flip on the show. And I played his crazy date, which was so much fun. And right. And I had to audition for it, but I sent in a video. And the thing is, they had already picked someone else, but they were, I guess, in the process of signing the contract, or
they had already picked someone else, but then they saw her and were like, we want her.
Right. So they paid the other person. They paid the other person and took care of her. But then they were like, you know what? Let's bring Trisha in. And I said to Mark Swinton, who works closely with Tyler, I said, now, y'all didn't do this because I'm married to Mr. Grant, did you? He said, no, we don't do that. We don't play those kind of games. He said, we picked you because you were perfect for the role. That's why you got it. So then we went in, did a couple of takes, and it was so funny because Tyler said, okay, I want you to do this, and that the day that we shot. And I was like, okay, because he said, I like what you did. He said, show me what you got. And we showed him. He said, that's funny. That's good. Now do this, and that. Okay, action. And I did my best to remember all the direction he gave me. We did 2 takes. And if you can check it out, it's the Make Love to Me episode. And they do have some clips on YouTube. If you go to the own.
Okay.
I got to be a little bit too crazy. Like, yeah, that was kind of real.
I'm definitely going to check it out. I am definitely going to check it out.
Yeah.
And then, Tony, I know you were in Why Did I Get Married, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you were in that one. Now they had Why Did I Get Married? You were in all of them, weren't you?
I mean, all of them. Yeah, practically,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, because I
Why Did I
watched
Get Married? The Marriage Counselor, Medea's Christmas, Medea Gets a Job.
so much fun. I know that was fun.
Yes.
It had to have been
It
fun being
was.
on that set. I know you guys had fun. So tell me this: what was it like working with all of them, all the entire cast, and including Tyler Perry? What was it like working with them?
Everybody has been extremely professional. We were all friends. We've all worked together before we met Tyler. We had all worked together in other plays like Why Do Good Girls Like Bad Boys or A Good Man Is Hard to Find. You know, because we started out in 1990, a lot of us. And then when Tyler came on, he grabbed a lot of us that he felt that he could work with or he enjoyed our talent.
Mm-hmm.
So once we started working with him, it just was like a family reunited. And working with him is just hilarious. He's funny. He's a very serious businessman, but he's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. So tell me about Medea, because she's not really Tyler Perry.
Right.
It's
a family member. Yeah, it's a real family member. It's truly a real family member. And when he goes into Medea, he comes off the hip with stuff. I don't know what that is. I think when he puts that dress on and that wig on, his mind starts going, and it just starts going and keeps going. And if you're not ready when you're on stage with him, if you're not ready, it'll totally throw you off. Totally throw you off if you're not quick to catching it. Yeah, I've seen some people get stuck and they don't know what to do.
So, being on the set and playing that role and playing in those roles, I mean, do you think that he's going to do anything else with especially Why Did I Get Married? Is there another one coming out, do you think?
I don't know if it will. If it does, it'll be a while, but I don't know. It did good. Why Did I Get Married did good, but I think he's taking another direction. Like this last movie he's got out, Acrimony, did very well. I think he probably did the best.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard about it, and have you seen it?
I'm going to, because I got to support my girl Taraji. Well,
I love her. Would you just tell her I said I love her?
Yeah,
I love her. And what's the other young lady that played in? I can't remember her name, but she played in. Oh, I'm not gonna remember. Forget it. I'm really bad.
You're so funny.
I used to always say, if they don't pay me to know them, then I don't need to know them, and I regret.
Wow.
I'm like,
wow.
Okay, that's one way to look at it.
Look, that's funny because when I walk up to you, you go, "What's your name?"
I know, right? Like
I didn't send the check.
You interviewed us, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You look familiar. I know.
I didn't get that check.
That's right. You didn't pay me that check. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, but Taraji, I just, she's so real.
Awesome.
I love real people. And looking at you guys, and of course, you don't have a fan page, do you, Trish?
There's some young ladies that have set up a couple of pages for Tony and I, Taylor and Angel, and we've never met them in person. But
I met
you met Angel?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got Angel sent us a Dallas Cowboys crock pie. She's a sweetheart. So we haven't met them in person, but you know what? I do converse with them over Instagram. I'm building a relationship with them because we appreciate our fans. I know some people don't like it when folks make fan pages for them, but we actually appreciate when people take the time to set up a page for us. And they're sweethearts. So I do. If you go to, she even started the Grant 621 for us. Then there's crown.trisha. So it's not, Trisha Mann-Grant fan page. There was one out there, but I don't know what happened to that young lady. But crown.trisha is what Taylor has put up now.
Trisha. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. Right.
Okay, cool.
But,
and I know, and Tony, you have a website that's up. Because I checked it out.
I have a few sites that are up. Yes. There's T Grant 621 Instagram. There's Tony Grant fan page at Facebook. Then there's Anthony Tony Grant Facebook. There's
oh my goodness.
T Grant, Tony Grant Life, Twitter, SoundCloud, all of that. I got a lot of stuff.
Right.
A lot of stuff. There's a lot of ways to get to me.
Yeah. And Trisha Mann-Grant Instagram too, so don't forget that.
Trisha Mann-Grant. You know what? I think I followed you on that one on Twitter.
You better. Yep. You just better follow me on that.
And I followed you too. No discrimination between the couple, so I followed. Yeah, I followed you guys. But I think I followed you under Black Biz review, so I'm gonna switch it off and make sure you
Okay.
get my personal one as well. But
Perfect.
so what projects are you guys about to work on together?
I just booked the lead in a film that they told me they didn't want me to really start promoting yet.
Okay.
So when I tell you, I'm excited about it, and we start shooting in another week.
Okay.
And
So okay.
it's a really good thing. And I'm going to New York for BookCon to promote Amazing Testimonies, my book. And Tony has a couple of stories in that book.
Well,
Awesome.
tell me about your book. Tell me about Amazing Testimonies.
It's based on true stories, near-death experiences, supernatural healings, miracles, business owners who had challenges before they started, married couples who had challenges and almost broke up before they got married, people who've been molested, people who've been abused. I mean, it's so much stuff in this book, true stories that you're sitting there going, dreams, visions that have come to pass.
Wow.
It's just so, it's amazing, including my own. And I start off each chapter with my own story that goes with that chapter theme. And then I go into other people's stories. Shirley Murdoch has a story in there. Jesse Campbell, the singer, has a story in there. Bob Sumner, who started Laugh Mob, he worked with, oh Lord Jesus, did I just forget his name? No, Bob Sumner's done a lot of stuff in the comedy business. It's really, God gave it to me years ago, and I procrastinated. And finally got it done.
I'm gonna read that book, and then I'm going to review it on Black Biz Review.
Hey man, be gone, girl.
I'm gonna read it.
I appreciate the love.
I can't wait to read it, because I love reading anything where there's a positive outcome, and when it's inspirational. So I am definitely gonna be checking it out.
Thank you.
And so you say you got this movie coming up, and I'm not going to ask you any more about it out of respect, but
it's okay. Still go to Netflix. You guys can still go to Netflix and check out The Man in 3B. I play Nancy in that. And
I was watching
The Last Fall.
But that's not movies that you guys are going to be playing in together. Are you guys going to be working on anything together though in the future? Any projects together?
Oh,
that is a great possibility. Yes, that's a great possibility. I'm Detroit on Prada Lane, so we may definitely be working in that together.
Okay. So Tony, then what are you working on individually? Like, what are some of the projects you're working on right now?
I just finished the film called Jezebel. Just wrapped up last week. That probably is going straight to Netflix. I'm still waiting on this movie to come out, the release date. I haven't got a release date for a film I did called what is the name? The Last Punch. It's like a Muhammad Ali story. It's an amazing film.
Incredible.
And then I'm doing a couple of plays. I'm co-writing a play with a friend of mine out of Dallas as well. Working on my own stuff as well. And I'm going to release my album. One of them.
Oh, what's the name of the album?
I'm going to release. It's called Grant Life Exposed.
Grant Life Exposed.
Grant Life Exposed. Yes. So I'm going to release, and it's all it's adult music. It's grown folk music.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely going to be looking out for that, because I'm a grown folk.
You can't do the kids stuff.
I'm grown folk. I'm grown folk. I gotta hear that.
You're doing something on Mother's Day.
I'm singing that church on Mother's Day.
Oh yeah. Right.
What are you guys doing on Mother's Day?
I'll be singing at a church here in Los Angeles at my own Mother's Day.
Right. And I may be in Beaumont, Texas. That's not completely confirmed. Doing a show called Changes, a musical called Changes, directed by Andre Petrie. And you remember A Different World, Charnel Brown used to be on A Different World. Well, anyway, she wrote it. Andre's directing it. They're both producing this thing together, and I'm the female lead in that. And it's a wonderful production with an awesome cast. So yeah.
Wow. Now, are you in it, or are you just going to see it?
Oh, I'm in it.
You're in it.
We've done it. We've done it already. We've done it in Beaumont. We've actually done it here in LA, and we've got a few spot dates coming up. And also doing some comedy sketches with Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I forgot about that. We
Nephew
just did
Tommy.
one. Yeah. Oh, he's hilarious. We just did a comedy sketch with him recently, and in Memphis. at Chuckles. I'm trying so hard to remember all these names in different places.
You're doing good.
Oh, yeah, it's coming, girl. It's coming. And then, and there are a couple of other places we'll be going. So if you guys know that Nephew Tommy is coming to your city, there's a possibility I'll be right there working on a couple
I
of
will
crazy
find
sketches.
out. And if that's the case, I will be going.
Yes, yes, yes.
I will definitely be going. So what are you guys getting into tonight?
My baby is going to Japan tomorrow. So we're going to get into as much as we can tonight.
Oh,
because
Japan.
We're gone for a whole week.
What you doing in Japan?
I'm the lead singer to, remember the band Chicago?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I booked that gig and I'm going over there with them. Two of the original members from that band started a group called CTA, California Transit Authority.
They're awesome.
Really?
And we do a lot of the Chicago songs that were written by one of the gentlemen.
Yeah.
That were written by one of the guys that's in our band.
Yeah.
We do a lot of good stuff. So we'll be going to Japan tomorrow.
Yeah.
What you gonna do without them?
I don't know, girl. I'll be working on stuff. Trust me, I will write. I love to write, so I got a million scripts I need to turn into books. So yeah, it's time to work on the second book.
One more thing I want to mention. I was telling people that I were going to be interviewing you guys, and they said, well, if they're celebrities, what is it about them that's part of Black Biz Review? And I said they may be celebrities, but they are entrepreneurs. Singers, actors, they're entrepreneurs. And I think that somehow people separate you guys from that. And it's like, you're your own business. You don't work for anyone else.
That's right.
Right.
So,
well, I started a business years ago with a friend of mine called Sister to Sister Cleaning. And it was quite an experience. And I'm glad to have had the experience. But I knew in my heart going in, this was not something that I wanted to do in the long haul. I just did it to make some money and to have a business where I didn't have to answer to someone else. And we actually got some really amazing contracts with buildings. I think it was that last building that killed it for me when all the roaches started coming out of the cabinets. And the roaches started getting in our cleaning bags and they started going in the car with us. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. Can't do the roaches. This is it. I'm over it. So yeah, I think that's when it stopped.
Do you guys have other businesses besides what you do now? Like, do you have products or anything like that?
CDs for
CDs
Tony.
from the music side. Yeah, because I'm not signed with a label, so I'm an independent contractor. And when people hire me, they're hiring me. I'm my brand. As far as business is concerned, and I call it Grant Life. Grant Life all day. Grant Life forever.
Right.
And that I focus more on doing business to enhance my family, to enhance and leave a legacy. That's the main thing. Is like my son is a singer as well, and he's awesome talent.
Anthony Lewis is his name.
Awesome
Lewis.
talent.
Okay.
Yes. He sold some records. He's done well so far. So everything is in moderation. Like I said, my first priority is my family. And I focus on that more than anything.
And we're going to have a production company, the We Are the Grants, because we already have We Are the Grants Incorporated. And I'll also be selling products for Amazing Testimonies. I'll be selling hats and T-shirts and pins and bookmarkers, or either giving the bookmarkers away, especially at BookCon. But gotta give something away, girl. Gotta give folks.
You gotta give somebody free. Yes. Yeah, you gotta give away something free.
Right. But I'll definitely have product to promote and keep pushing Amazing Testimonies. Yeah.
Awesome. So guys, I'm going to end it here because I'm respectful of your time and respectful of my editing.
Okay, right. If I said anything crazy, you make sure you just cut that right on out. Right?
That's gonna stay right in there. That's the part I'm gonna promote. No, I'm just joking.
Right.
Hey, but before I go, I always like to leave inspirational or motivational something like that with the viewers. And I know you guys got something you want to share, something that help inspire people to keep moving forward, to go after their dreams and their goals. And what do you guys have to say?
Don't compromise. Don't ever compromise. Don't sell your soul for some money or for an opportunity. It's okay to say no to the casting couch. And for those that don't know what the casting couch is, it's when people say, I'll give you this gig if you let me have you. And you're so much more valuable than that. And most of all, just remember that you don't wake up in the morning on your own. God, it gives you every breath that you breathe. And without him, I'm sorry, we're nothing. Without God in our lives, without prayer, prayer is powerful. And every time we're apart from each other, we always pray together on the plane. And we pray together when we're with each other. I
That's
pray for him, I
awesome.
pray with him.
That is so
So,
awesome.
yeah,
And Tony,
that's my little nugget.
Mine is and this is my claim to, I'm gonna say my claim to fame. Trust in God with all of your heart. Lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways, good and bad. Follow him,
That's right.
and he'll direct your path. Be a trendsetter, not a trend follower.
Yes.
thank you guys. I am
welcome.
so
Thank
happy
you.
to have had you on Black Biz Review. And maybe
Aw.
we can do another interview after all your movies
Yes.
and projects. We can do one more because I want to, you know, of course I'm going to catch you guys offline because I'm nosy. So I'm going to catch you guys
Okay.
offline. What
You do
happened?
that.
What happened?
I
Yes.
know.
Well,
Give me
anyway,
a couple of weeks on the film. I'll tell you more. Couple of weeks. Okay?
I will be waiting on it. I can't wait. I can't wait because this is this
Okay.
going to be like, this is going to be Netflix, did you say? I know Tony's going to be Netflix.
You know, I'm not at liberty. Yeah, I'm not at liberty to really talk about how they're even going to distribute it, or if it's,
So who's going to
what
be
it's
in the
gonna be.
movie? No, I'm just joking.
Me, Trisha Mann-Grant.
Awesome.
Trisha Mann-Grant. Oh, and there's been some discrepancy about my IMDb because people are like, do I go to Trisha Mann-Grant or Trisha Mann? My stage name is Trisha Mann. Because that's most of the stuff I did before I got married was under Trisha Mann. So if you're looking up the IMDb, y'all go to Trisha Mann.
I think I ended up at both of them.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. I sure
Oh,
did.
we forgot to tell about Man Talk. All right, we'll talk about Man
No,
Talk.
I saw
talk show
Man
for men.
Talk. It's YouTube, right?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
it's YouTube, but we're doing other stuff. We've even done the radio version. But
I
it's
want
a
to
show
know.
for
I really.
men.
It's a show, but are you in it, or is it just a man show?
I created
Host.
it. I hosted. Tony's my celebrity co-host, and we just always have a panel of men. We've done it live. We've taken it on tour. We've done it radio style. We've done it by having 6 different episodes that we shot. We're just trying it all kinds of different ways. But let me tell you something. The men love it. The women love it because they get a chance to really hear what men think and feel about relationships, marriage, divorce, what turns them on, what turns them off about women, just the things that we all go through.
Mhm.
And the whole point of the show was to bridge the gap of communication between men and women because, like they say, it was that book from back in the day.
Venus and Mars.
Yeah,
Venus and Mars. Yep.
Venus and women from all vice versa, something like that. Yeah, and so we need help. So when women actually sit and listen to guys pour their hearts out and just keep it real, it's amazing. And so back in 2009, I had the idea, and in 2011 we started shooting. But then I backed up off of it when the network wanted to take over and take full control and 85%. And then I just kind of backed up for a minute. But I'm back in full force, and just look for Man Talk sometime in 2018.
Cool.
Okay.
Now here's my question. I know it's going to be on YouTube. Do you think that possibly I can share it into Black Biz Review? So
Man
other
Talk?
viewers can see, the Man Talk video. Your
Oh
video, your
yeah,
episode.
sure.
Yeah.
Sweet, yeah, because it was that I watched a little bit of it today. Yeah, the other one
Yes.
is way old back in the day, but yeah, you
Yeah.
can share it. Okay, he said yes.
Yeah.
You can share it.
Okay. Well, look, I'm going to end it here, but I want you guys to stick around for just a second, okay? I just
Sure,
want
no
to
problem.
tell my viewers, thank you guys so much for sticking around and listening to Trisha Mann-Grant and Tony Grant share their stories, these talented couples. They are just the most beautiful duo. Look at them. I'm sort of playing.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
single.
you,
But
Noreen.
so I love you guys. But you
Love
guys,
you
thank
too,
you
sweetie.
so much. Don't forget to look at all the other videos down below because we have interviewed many other people as well. I hope you enjoyed this show. Thank you so much, and signing off.